Welcome back to Living Local. We're going to talk with the stars of LCT's production of Lend Me a Tenor in just a bit. But before we get there, I wanted to give a second look at Ferguson's Apple Orchard from our Destination Harvest program. Now, if you're not familiar, that's a program that I host where I go around our area showing you the people, places, and things that you may or may not know about. I'm talking restaurants that are in the hills of Arcadia. I'm talking about farm implement supplies from as far north as Ladysmith. The entire town of Ladysmith was one of our episodes. You can find all of our destination series on our website, WI Proud. This last episode we did was Destination Harvest. 'Tis the season, right? And one of the places we went to was Ferguson Orchard. And now is the time to be hitting those pumpkin patches and enjoying all that the apple trees have to give us in this area. What is a harvest without a trip to the apple orchard? We find ourselves in Eau Claire at Ferguson Family Orchard, one of 3 orchards that they have in western Wisconsin. And let me tell you, this one's a little different than orchards you're used to. Yes, they've got apples and cider and donuts, but they've also got a giant hay pyramid, a shooting gallery, a paintball area, goats, ducks, chickens, and more. Oh my. Andy Ferguson, Ferguson Family Farms, co-owner that is, of Ferguson Family Farms. 15 years, is that 15 years here or in general?
That's our 15th season in Eau Claire here. So we do have multiple farms kind of spread out in hopes that Mother Nature will spare at least one of them, in theory anyways, and that's worked out great. But yeah, as a business, we're in our 23rd season.
Okay. So I was going to say, is this number 1 or was there somewhere else first?
Well, like kids, they're all number 1 to me, but this is our second one that we purchased. Our original farm's down in the La Crosse area in Galesville, Wisconsin.
So I was wondering, what made you come up this way?
Well, I mean, we love the area for our family, which we live here. It's perfect size, but really it's a great apple growing climate is really what it ultimately comes down to, and just have great soil and temperatures, and we're fortunate to be able to grow some pretty good apples here, we like to think.
Ashley Ferguson, Retail Operations Manager, Ferguson Family Farms. I was talking to Andy, there's kids everywhere here today as well. You guys have just a lot of stuff going on. So you got a paintball course, you've got the ropes course obviously, you've got a giant hay pyramid. What else am I missing? There's a lot of stuff just here in Eau Claire.
Yes, yeah, we have our corn pit, which is a favorite among everyone, kids and adults. We have our wagon rides, we have a grain train, which is really fun. You go around and see the farm, and it tells the tale of Johnny Appleseed, who we like to say kind of started this orchard. And then we have a big giant pumpkin pad, which is fun to jump on, and then a really big corn maze.
So we talked about you, and of course it's an orchard, so we've got the donuts and we've got the cider and we've got everything that you're expecting. A lot of stuff you're not expecting. Cider floats, you have a smoothie, like you guys think outside the box.
We do, and our slushies we came up with those last year, and they just ran wild. People absolutely love them. And so we brought a new bar out front here in Eau Claire that you can actually get the slushies without having to pay admission. And then we also added a apple cider sundae, and then a cider float as well.
Right, that's 21 plus, so if you want to belly up.
No, the cider float you can actually get, which is regular apple cider.
Oh good, I'm still in then.
Yeah, so the kids can enjoy as well.
Good, all right. I need to go get something to eat, so I'm gonna go dig into that.
Yes, absolutely,
okay?
yes,
right.
yes.
Good. Welcome back to Living Local. I promised actors, and actors I will bring you, friends. Tomorrow night, there's a show opening at the Weber Center, the La Crosse Community Theater's production of Lend Me a Tenor. We'll hit the stage, and I've got our leads here, Stella Hagen, Stephen Gage. Tell me a little bit about you. Why the stage? Why did you choose to audition for the show?
Oh, this show is so much fun. The stage has always been my happy place and my safe place. I love to entertain, make people laugh, make people feel all the feels. And so this show was just the perfect opportunity to make them laugh, make them feel loved, and some more surprises.
What about you, Stephen?
I've always done a little bit of theater since high school, and kind of got the itch once again after doing one of the stage readings at the La Crosse Community Theater, and decided to throw my hat in the ring, and it came out playing Max.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, because obviously you've done theater before, but was it a good transition easing in by doing a stage reading first with LCT?
Absolutely. I think if you have any sort of desire to do any sort of acting, a stage reading is like a really low commitment way of getting your hat in the ring, and if you decide that you love it, then it's other opportunities will show up.
What's challenging about Lend Me a Tenor?
It's a very fast movement paced show. There's lots of running around, slamming of the doors, getting the timing figured out. So really just getting in tune with the entire cast. It's been one challenge.
Also, I should have brought this up at the top of the interview. They're not crazy people. These are the costumes that they'll be wearing as well. You look dapper and wonderful as well. But as I understood before we just started, this is the first time you've actually get to put these on.
Yes.
Do you feel the character coming alive yet?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I feel great.
Tell me, who are you playing? What are you doing?
I'm playing Max. He's kind of the male lead of the show. He kind of starts as like a stagehand, kind of sort of producer for the show, but as things unfold, he kind of gets thrust into the spotlight and has to make it work.
Have you done slapstick before? Or is that fair to say that it's slapsticky? Or
I would say so, and not quite for me. I haven't done a lot of comedies in my time, or more Shakespearean sort of stuff, so this is kind of a new experience, and I'm enjoying it so far.
I love that. I did sketch comedy for about a decade, and it is my belief that comedy is the hardest thing to do on stage.
Sure.
Is it?
I would say that. I'd say the physical stuff's pretty hard too. I've always told from my acting teachers that the hardest thing to do on stage is throwing a ball and catching a ball. And there's a little bit of that in this as well.
Sure. Lend Me a Tenor runs this weekend and next at the Weber Center for the Performing Arts, home of the La Crosse Community Theater. You can find more by logging on to lacrossecommunitytheater.org. When we come back, we'll get a weather forecast from Nathan Himsel so you can have your weekend weather outlook. This is Living Local. I'm Stephen Walker.